welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Fans, on your feet, and welcome your 2029.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by their first-year quarterback, taken in the third round of this past April's draft.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent while preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
It's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Genty. And he's going to push his way down to about the 20. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll go with a keeper. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On his own read, again to Genty. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The first carry here for Jordan James. And he's going to get it across the midfield, straight into Lion territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun. Pitts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run it with James. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Pitts. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Here's James. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. This defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pitts toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the ground, it's James. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall.
A gain of 1.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pitts to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings
up the middle. It's Genty. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
At the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
On the give, Genty. Oh, nice move. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and
he's got his man. It's caught for a Wilson. A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence in the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't worry too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Pitts. And throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
James. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Detroit.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He completes it to Wilson. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's a toss to Genty, headed right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Genty. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Lions at 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Now they'll throw here. Out we go. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake. Pitts. There's Chris Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Off play action. Pitts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for the Saints.
On 1st down, James. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Now they'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Number 15.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
It's 4th down.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to always build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Jonas Sanker on the coverage.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. The contact well in time there. And now 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Going to be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances, and he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
On the give, Ginty. Gets around him. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 30. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
2nd and 2. We'll go right back to St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he's brought down at the 16.
And the throwing the catch were just fine. Against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal with some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and goal, Detroit.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's James. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Second and a couple.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
37-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away. It falls down incomplete.
On the deep ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Pitts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Pitts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
2nd and 4.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Has his man, that's James. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Gain of 19 yards. That's good for the
They'll
Saints.
run with Benson. They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts
At the 9-yard
as they'll stop it
line.
with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9 now. A quick throw there is incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Going for it. Here's Benson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Saints take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well, down early here in this first half. I think they felt their backs were against the wall already, so they go for it on 4th and goal. They're able to punch it into the end zone.
And they did a nice job there, feeling like their backs were against the wall, but going ahead and hunkering down and pushing forward and getting that score. That continues to give them an opportunity.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
43-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Lions' offense ready to kick off their next drive. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They certainly have the green light here. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards on the play.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second
First
quarter.
and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Bates' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. What a week ahead we have in store. Plenty to get to, so here we go. Our look around the NFL starts now. Down at Hard Rock Stadium, it's the Dolphins at home to take on the Buffalo Bills in the AFC East. And this is the Dolphins wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Dolphins win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
At the 33-yard line.
Over the middle, it's complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's James. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll keep it on the ground. James. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. It's James. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Pitts. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jalen Walker. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their 1st sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 29. That's good. 4 on Lions.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll set up to throw.
At the 46-yard line.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And a good-looking run there as he'll take us inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
14 more yards.
111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Right back to Genty on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll look to throw. This to Laporta, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They didn't tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The New Orleans offense set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Pitts. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Off the play fake. Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to throw. Pitts. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's James. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jordan James from 4 yards out. And the Saints get a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss because they run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Nifty move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 147 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Wilson on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So first and 10 now from the 30.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end Trimble. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
20 more yards. That's another Detroit.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
To Jamison Williams. It's a pickup of 3.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Touchdown! Simon Ross St. Brown. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go play action here on first down. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got room past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run with Genty. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the draw, here's Genty. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 160 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty. 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead 4th quarter they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Operating from the gun. Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Pitts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Operating from the gun. Pitts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They run it with James. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Operating from the gun. Pitts. And he will find his man on the outside. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's second and 8. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Pitts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. A little juke. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Lions first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And for one of the first times all night, he's going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to the Porter.
The pass on 2nd down. Complete to number 87, Sam Laporta. A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Throwing to start the drive. Pitts. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Pitts. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
operating from the gun. Pitts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now. And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one.
35-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 catches for him now in this last one, the first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On the give, Genty breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Detroit Lions.
Once again, it's Genty. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to first and goal.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now a handoff to Genty. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The 2-yard line.
Give him 3 on the game there. Second and goal. Genty. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, and deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate. Because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So for the Lions, they move to a sparkling 15-1 with 1 game still to go in the regular season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall now to 6-10 on the year. And they will look to turn it around next time out. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed
to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Browns. This guy's hoping to make it 2 wins in a row this week. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Ravens. These guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. From the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And we're underway from the bank. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it goes. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing for the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
On second down, Robinson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So through some pretty blatant interference, he found a way to make the catch for the first down, Brock, and they can decline that penalty.
You know what you don't find in the NFL, Kate? You don't find receivers that aren't hungry. When that ball's in the air, they want to eat, and they will fight, and they will scratch, and they will claw through contact to make sure they get their touches.
Back to the line they come, second down. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Jackson now on 3rd. Drops it off to Robinson. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's going to set him up all the way down at that 7-yard line. His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Baltimore first down.
Oh, they're going to run the option in the short side. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, K, to the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see the roll of the dice and continue the series. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Browns are lining up to punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. Pistol snap to Jackson. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play in his drive, might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. They'll run the draw with Robinson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call.
Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Making the call himself. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep him on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects on the crosser. They get to him and he loses the football. It's out. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession. So close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know.
Oh, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble.
There are so many fundamental details to play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. New set of downs for them from the 31. First down, here's Lamar. Looking to his fullback now. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying on here with Robinson. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Back to throw. And we're going to screen pass for Judkins. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
They're throwing it.
14.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. The Browns get there and take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Short pass brought in.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Escapes the defender. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Play action. Here's Jackson. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On it with Robinson from the pistol. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So first down from the 41.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Staying with Robinson. He'll only take this for about a yard. It's going to be second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Here's Lamar on the sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
48-yard attempt.
Whoops, knocks it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. It's Judkins on the counter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another one for Judkins. He stuck with him and got the same results. He has stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Throw here, 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And his touchdown, another one for him this season, as he continues to sit among the NFL's best at punching it in himself this year. First down throw for Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 26-yard line.
Secured by Burden on the slant. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6.
Jackson trying to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Robinson. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here's Robinson on his own read. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Changing it up here, Jackson. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
And the Baltimore first down. First down and goal to go.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap.
He runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback, powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old-school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead.
17. Browns nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw. Big strike downfield to Judy. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
That's good for a Browns first down.
From the gun, Judkins. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Air it out on 3rd. He's got a man left. And he's taken down at the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Jair Alexander with the stop. Took the 3-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw.
47-yard line.
Take it off with it again. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Toss play here. Judkins. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series, quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Running from the gun here. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and short. Well, we're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. They're going to throw for it on 4th. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT.
A lot of defenders got some offense in the background, and it's It's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. Talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for him. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Judkins. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Now backed up to the 8, 3rd and goal. Third and long for him here. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field to make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Boy, Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. Trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And I know we're normally discussing his work leading the passing game, but wow, we've really had to take note of what he's done on the ground. He's leaned into that part of his game early. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stopping the run.
They stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got 3rd and very short coming up.
It's now 3rd and 2.
Trying to get it with the option. They'll have the first down and even more. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Hits him on the out route. And he gets back to the line, but no more. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Going deep here for the end zone. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens Dolphins take a 3-possession lead.
Round 7.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Browns getting their offense out there. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this, I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Number 80. A gain of 4.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
At the 31-yard line.
Throwing it on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Browns.
Working on first down. Complete over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout.
It's a gain of 17.
Shotgun handoff here for Dunkins. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
He's brought down at the 40.
Second down pass play coming. All in left side. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it third and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
There he is on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All set now. 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Able to find Strange here. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Gary Gownis connects. And the gap closes to 14 points.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. And he's going to be forced out of bounds, but a nice run there. Maybe some momentum as well on the final play of this second quarter.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. Our trip around the league starts now, and it kicks off in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the Buffalo Bills in the AFC East. And this is the Dolphins wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Dolphins get the W by 2 touchdowns. With that, let's give you a look at the all-important playoff picture in the AFC here in Week 17. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Browns ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Here's Shubkins to begin the drive. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
The Browns, first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
Gain of 23 yards. First down, Browns.
The play fake. He'll throw. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
First and goal, Cleveland.
From the red zone now. He will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
One after is good by Borregales. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Browns, 17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Ravens and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's running with it. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10 around to Robinson. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Finds his back. It's Robinson. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
Jackson now on third. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard
A toss now to Robinson. He's got it in the red zone. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone block inside the 15.
16 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 13.
Option give to Robinson. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get it behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Now Jackson off the play action. Finds his man over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third.
Here he goes, third and long. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
That's another Baltimore first down. First down and goal to go.
Run drawn up here for Lamar. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-point lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Browns
First down, play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Throwing off the play fake. They find Judy on the out. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short. QB sneak coming. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him an out to pick up the first down. Zone read. This is Jenkins. And it's a nice little chunk here. 6 yards. Still there by Mike Green. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to get it to Harold Fanning Jr. with that one. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. They're going to throw out of the gun. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
They'll throw for it. He connects downfield. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Sticking to the air here. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He's going to throw it again. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And he It'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. Andres Borregales out now to attempt this field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40.
A 42-yard attempt.
Borregales connects. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kid.
Now Borregales on to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Robinson. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
From the gun, Jackson. Complete left side to Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down.
Lamar out of the pistol. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds the in route complete. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Get 22 out of that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
No gain on the play. 2nd.
Rolling from the gun here. Has him on a quick hitter. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Ravens have the football and, more importantly, partner, a solid lead. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Here's Lamar on the sneak. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
Here's Lamar. Hits him on the in route. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down.
Jackson throwing here. And trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to drop plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Luke tacks on the extra points. And the Ravens push their lead to 18.
Ravens 38, Browns 20.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
From the pistol, here's Junkins. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. He'll air it out on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That one hits for 30. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
A gain of 30. First down, Cleveland.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure in these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Now looking to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He has just taken a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left half. Willie Gallis connects, and that lowers the deficit to 15.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First play of the drive. Now hit, and Jackson loses the ball. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down.
No throw, 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
It's now
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Browns and wide receiver Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next drive. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. First down, play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They look to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for Pat Bryant on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here's Robinson up the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Staying with Robinson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to run for it. Now Hayden Jackson loses the ball. And the Browns pick it up. And no return after that recovery. They do get the fumble, but they're going to have it deep on their own side.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. Judkins running between the tackles. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Returning to his go-to, it's Jeudy. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 1st and 10 from the 43.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
From the gun, Judkins. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, puts him air under this one, right side. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone. Things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
He's loaded another one up. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on second down.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Lamar now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Run it with Robinson from the pistol. He is not going to be able to reach that marker. Got it close, but it sets up 4th and less than a yard now. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. On 4th now. On comes Tyler Luke. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Browns and wide receiver Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next drive. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Looking on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
second down, looking for options. That one's complete, right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up here. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. Still going inside the 35. He has this down to the 14-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Browns hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. From the red zone now. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns make it an 11-point ball game. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The Ravens and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Robinson running his own read. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Running it after the penalty. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Loop. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. It's no good. It had the leg, but is aimed wide right. And the game stays at 11.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
A loss of 6 yards.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets out of bounds, stopping the clock, but not the big play they needed. Just a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here he is to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win and hold. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish out the sweep of their division rivals. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.